On to this now, residents of Diepsloot say they'll have a meeting tonight about their plan of action for tomorrow. Residents are angered by crime in the area. Following the murder of a pastor this past weekend, a memorial service is being held for Vincent Skakani this evening. Newzroom Africa's Zikhona Tshona is live for us from the area. So, Zikhona, one can understand just the extent to which emotions in Diepsloot are running high following the killing of this pastor.
Certainly, and all the community members who took to the podium expressed that, Kathy, to say enough is enough. In fact, that was the theme for today's memorial service. The community is saying enough is enough with senseless killings in this community, and they have in fact sent a message via the Premier Panyaza Lesufi to say they want President Cyril Ramaphosa to commit to meeting with them as soon as possible to talk about their concerns about crime. So today they say they will meet to plan a way forward with regards to tomorrow. They had previously said that if the president does not communicate with them about when he plans to commit to a date and as to when he will meet with them tomorrow, they will be shutting down the area. But for now, it seems they want to have a meeting first as residents and plan a way forward. But of course, we are at the memorial service of Vincent Skakani, who was brutally murdered while leading a prayer service at a local church here. Intruders came into the church and fired shots. They fired 2 shots, we are told, by those who were there at the time. And the leader of the church, in fact, gave us more details surrounding the last moments of Vincent Skakani alive. He said at the time, or just before the criminals shot him, he was actually pleading with them to not kill anyone, to take whatever possessions they want to take, but to not kill anyone in the church service. But of course, the church leader then describing that's when they started hearing multiple gunshots being fired and directed at Vincent Skakani. The memorial service today was heavily guarded by police, metro cops, as well as private security. Vincent Skakani's young widow came in shielded by her family. The service was visibly very difficult for her to just sit through all the recollection or the memories of her husband. He was just 40 years old when he died, and this community is angry over this. And as I've mentioned, they are demanding that the president come to Diepsloot and meet with them. But to talk to me more about the calls from the community is Loyiso Toya, who is the community leader here in Diepsloot. Budi, you are saying that there will be a shutdown in Diepsloot if the president does not commit to meeting with you. What is the plan for now?
The plan is tomorrow we're meeting as community. As we have said in our meetings, when we had meetings during the week, extension by extension, we finally agreed that we're meeting at the park on Saturday. We took a resolution to say let's close down Diepsloot. The decision to say we have met with Minister Pegitele and other ministers, there is no solution up until now. The decision to say we want to meet the president is from the community, because we have seen now the criminals have declared war against community of Diepsloot. We are very clear. We want to meet with the president because some of the issues that are affecting this community, Minister Pegitele cannot address them. Hence, we're saying now, Minister Pegitele, President Matamela, come to Diepsloot. You can summon your ministers according to what the problems we have in Diepsloot.
And then talk to me more about the crime in the area. I understand as a community leader, you patrol the streets of Diepsloot. The picture you painted there was very heartbreaking about the number of people that die here week after week.
Within a space of 3 weeks, 22 bodies were down. That is not normal. It cannot happen in a normal community. At Extension 11, last week, a mother and a father was brutally murdered in front of their children. 2 days later, 2 people were murdered in a tavern, sitting around 8 o'clock. So, when we say in Diepsloot there's a problem of crime. We're not exaggerating. The statistics in police station are showing us that it's too much. Enough is enough. We met during the week because of these criminal activities that were happening previously. And we took a decision to say we cannot fold our arms as community residents. We are not safe in our community. We are not safe in our yard. West part now, where we cry, we used to go into churches. We say pastors and churches must pray for our community and these criminals. Criminals now go inside churches and kill pastors that are supposed to pray for our community. Enough is enough. It is not the way that our community should be. We want to claim back Diepsloot. The criminals have declared war against the community of Diepsloot. We have said inside there, each and every household here in Diepsloot, if you don't have a gun, buy it to defend yourself. Because we are defenseless now. The police have...
Hold on. Each and every household must have a gun. Aren't you promoting more senseless killings?
No. It is there in the legislation of our country, in the constitution of our country. We have the right to defend ourselves. We have said, if you don't have a weapon to defend yourself, we don't mean to kill anyone, but anyone that comes to attack your family and anyone that threatens the life of your kids and your children and your surroundings, you must defend yourself by all means. Who must die if we are not going to defend ourselves?
Okay, just the last one. Tomorrow, there's no shutdown for now, just a meeting.
Tomorrow, we are meeting as a community to pave the way forward. A decision will be taken, as we did when we met on Saturday, to say, let the community take a decision. A decision was taken there to say we want President Ramaphosa. Tomorrow we are meeting. The community will take a decision of a way forward tomorrow.
Thank you so much. That's Loyiso Toya, who is the community leader here in Diepsloot, painting a very painful and heartbreaking picture of the level of crime in this area. They are demanding, as the community, that President Cyril Ramaphosa come and hear their concerns. Himself, as a leader of this country, they're saying they've heard enough from ministers as well as premiers coming to visit here to make promise after promise, and still crime continues to rise. And as I've mentioned, the theme for today's memorial service is enough, and that is echoed by the sentiments of the entire Diepsloot community to say they have had enough of senseless killings, they have had enough of crime. But will the president come to Diepsloot to hear the community out? We don't know.
All right. Zikhona Tshona, we'll have to leave it there for now.